Please subscribe our channel. Dr. Manayasani takes oath as UPSC member. Dr. Manayasani has taken oath of office and secrecy as a member of the Union Public Service Commission UPSC. The oath was administered to him by the UPSC chairman Professor David R.C. Emilier. Odisha to become first state in the country to open a blood bank for cattle. Odisha is set to become the first state in the country to open a blood bank for cattle. The proposal has received a nod from the National Agriculture Development Program (NADP). It is now awaiting the approval from the state government. Election Commission joins hands with Facebook to launch first-time nationwide voter registration reminder. The Election Commission of India has joined hands with Facebook to launch nationwide voter registration reminder aimed at reminding eligible Indian voters to register themselves on the electoral rolls. China has launched its biggest naval destroyer. China has launched its most powerful naval destroyer, the Type 055, at the Shanghai port. The naval destroyer is one among the largest warships in the world. ISRO successfully launches SAT-17 satellite. ISRO has successfully launched SAT-17 communication satellite on board the Ariane 5 launch vehicle from the Guiana Space Center at French Guiana on June the 28th. SAT-17 will be the ISRO's third satellite that is launched within a span of 3 months. Government issues notification for rollout of GST. The government has notified the rollout of goods and services tax GST from July the 1st. NASA achieves a major milestone in developing Kawatra supersonic jet. NASA has reached a major milestone in developing a Kawatra supersonic passenger jet that is capable of safely traveling over land. India offers 100,000 to UN tax fund. India has contributed 100,000 to the UN Trust Fund for International Cooperation in Tax Matters, the UN Tax Fund. The fund is aimed at helping the developing countries to actively participate in the discussion of tax issues. This was announced by the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs Office for Financing, Development Office. India has also earned the distinction of becoming the first country to make a voluntary contribution to the UN Tax Fund. US issues new visa criteria for 6 Muslim countries. The US has issued new criteria for visa applicants from 6 Muslim countries. The US Supreme Court has partially restored President Trump's executive order that banned travel of people from the 6 Muslim-majority countries. President's executive order was widely criticized as a ban on Muslims. NASA has launched web application for legal services to prisoners. NASA has launched a web application for free legal services to prisoners at the conference held at Indian Law Institute, New Delhi. The conference saw the participation of member secretaries and administrative officers of 18 state legal services authorities. The Legal Services Management System has been developed by the National Informatics Center (NIC). Indian American appointed as U.S. Ambassador to Peru. U.S. President Donald Trump has appointed an Indian American named Krishna Aras as the new U.S. Ambassador to Peru. UNESCO names Sharjah as World Book Capital. UNESCO has named Sharjah as the World Book Capital for 2019. Sharjah was chosen for its efforts to make books accessible to its entire population. US to sell C-17 Globemaster transport aircraft to India. US has decided to sell 1 C-17 transport aircraft to India. US and India have built a close defense relationship in recent years. The US, along with Russia and Israel, has emerged as a top 3 arms supplier to India. Sierra Rodk building in Coimbatore receives world's 2nd highest green rating. Sierra Rodk building has been recognized as the world's 2nd highest ranking green building. The building has scored 103 points out of 110 under LEED certification. AD commits $10 billion to support development of states in India. The Asian Development Bank has committed $10 billion American to support infrastructure building and to cater to the immediate development needs of less developed states in India. This has been stated by AD President Takehiko Nakao during his 3-day visit to India. Germany legalizes same-sex marriage. Germany has legalized same-sex marriage in line with a host of other European countries. German lawmakers had voted 393 for and 226 against legalizing same-sex marriage. Money parked by Indians in Swiss banks hit record low. According to the data released by Zurich-based SMB, money parked by Indians in Swiss banks have nearly halved to 676 Swiss francs, about Rs. 4,500 crore in 2016. The data release comes ahead of a new framework for the automatic exchange of information between Switzerland and India to check the menace of black money. SNB Swiss National Bank is Switzerland's central banking authority. Ankit Kawatra bags Queen's Young Leaders Award for 2017. Anti-hunger activist Ankit Kawatra has been awarded the Queen's Young Leaders Award for 2017 by Queen Elizabeth II at the ceremony in the Buckingham Palace. NASA launches rocket to produce colourful artificial clouds. The NASA has successfully launched Terrier-improved Malamute-sounding rocket that created colourful artificial clouds visible in the skies of the US. The rocket was launched from its Wallops flight facility in Virginia. Mizoram 31st anniversary of Mizo Peace Accord celebrated. The 31st anniversary of the signing of the historic Mizo Peace Accord on June 30, 1986, was celebrated in Mizoram. The Mizo Accord was signed by the Mizo National Front MNF leader Lord Inga, Mizoram Chief Secretary Law Kama, and Union Home Secretary R.T. Pradhan. The accord ushered in an era of peace after 20 years of violence and disturbance that hampered Mizoram. Reliance Jio launches world's longest 100 Gbps submarine cable system. Mukesh Ambani-led Reliance Jio Infocom has launched the Asia-Africa-Europe I-1 submarine cable system. It is claimed to be world's longest 100 Gbps technology-based submarine system. It stretches for over 25,000 kilometers from Marseille, France to Hong Kong. It will have 21 cable landings across Asia and Europe. Using it, Jio will continue to offer its customers the most exceptional high-speed internet and digital service experience. NASA developing first asteroid deflection mission. NASA is developing double asteroid redirection test DART, the first ever mission that will deflect a near-Earth asteroid. The mission will help to test the systems that will allow mankind to protect the planet from potential cosmic body impacts in the future. Thanks for watching.